What's in my pocket? This is my grandfather's whittling knife. Whittling is when you take a big piece of wood and just start carving away at it, trying to create something, but mostly it's about making a big piece of wood into a small piece of wood. But the real part to whittling is the storytelling that goes with it. As my grandfather would sit me on the front porch and we'd whittle together, he would tell me stories about all the old times, the hard times, the good times, and what it took to survive them and to be a good man, and to live life to the fullest, not wasting any time. So I always have this whittling knife with me when I'm going to tell stories. What do I love? I love God and all His creation. I love family and friends. I try my best, my very best to love and understand, try to understand those who I don't understand or don't agree with. Some who one would say are my enemies. I love photographing nature. It gets me out so I can concentrate on some composition or just look at something and say, that'd make a beautiful photograph. It slows me down. I love to tell stories with those pictures, just like Grandpa did, whittling wood on the front porch. What do I fear? I fear the world has tilted off its love and caring axis and is tilted way over to the victim and hateful, angry axis. We need to provide bridges to one another and not build barriers and borders between us. We have to celebrate diversity. I also fear wasting time. There's so precious little time. We can't waste it on foolish, angry, selfish things. What would I like to change? I can't change the past. But as far as the future, I want to get the earth back on the loving, caring, sharing, supporting, help one another axis. It's a big job. I think photography can even do that, or help it. I see pictures from all around the world with all kinds of people, of all religions, Muslim, Christians, Hindu, from India, Iran, China, all posting pictures online. Beautiful, beautiful pictures of what they saw. And there's something to that. That binds us. I want to be open to dialogue with those I don't agree with. I want to reach out and do what I can to help those in need who pass my way. On this video, like I said, it's proof you can teach an old dog new tricks. Because I didn't know anything about videography or settings and 4K and 24 frames per second. I even had Final Cut Pro and a few other programs, never knew how to use them. So thanks to YouTube, I looked it up. And these clips that I'm sending you and entrusting to you, you have to keep in mind they came from a real novice. I don't even know the right way to send it. I put a group of them together and I have some full-length ones. I'll send off what I can. But with the internet the way it is here, it could take a while. So anyway, I hope you enjoy. I got out in nature, took some video, I'm not used to it, of some of the beautiful open spaces and places that hopefully will make people think, maybe, just maybe, we're looking at this world all the wrong way. Enjoy.
What the heck is a 73-year-old storyteller doing on YouTube? I'm just an old dog trying my best to learn new tricks, I guess. Man, I've been thinking hard about using YouTube to tell the stories and testimonies that find me. Most days I allow a pessimist within me to say, "You're too old. Too old to learn, to do, to understand, or perform. What's up with you?" I've been watching these young artists, photographers, videographers, and musicians. I gotta stop. The more I watch, the more it reinforces my inadequacies and fear. I'm just not that cool. I don't ride a skateboard or a one-wheeler. I have no tattoos or piercings. It appears that's what you have to be on YouTube and be cool. I do treasure my 91 Heritage Softail Harley Davidson. And I am a child of the 60s, and I lived the summer of love. It's easy to tell a story verbally, but learning Final Cut Pro, other softwares like Motion, Lightroom, Pixelmator Pro, Compressor, and Photoshop, man, it's a daunting task. I struggle even writing daily. I'm a poor at grammar and spelling and all of it. I have some real weak writing skills. I have written and told stories that pass my way for over 10 years, but my prose would be unreadable if not for the Grammarly software editor. I'm a jack of all trades and a master of none of them. I learned photography sufficient to tell a story, but far from fine art. Now I struggle with videography. I find cinema 1,000 times the learning curve. So, the question remains, can a 72-year-old dog learn new tricks? I believe this old dog can, given enough time. Follow me as I struggle with technology and share the good news stories and practical approaches to living to the full by staying active and productive. This is a Never Retire documentary series. I really want to introduce myself and be authentic and give everybody value add with the stories I tell, the photography I do, the little micro documentaries I plan. So I thought I'd give you a few of my attributes. What I believe. I believe in Jesus and the resurrection. I believe God designed man to be productive and fully use the talents he gave to each of us. I believe chasing God strengthens the soul. I believe old dogs are a sponge for learning. Yet those old dogs are a source of wisdom to be shared. I believe old dogs have much to offer and plenty to yet accomplish. I believe a man is designed to work as long as he can to earn and provide food and shelter for his family. I believe a godly man must walk a godly path. He must reflect the fruits of God's Spirit: love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, and temperance. I believe in sharing testimonies and good news stories using all available technology, no matter how hard they are. I believe in the power of an authentic story. I believe in that learning is a lifelong endeavor that strengthens my mind. I believe joyful, lifelong labor strengthens the body and keeps it healthy and whole. What I don't believe in retirement. As long as I can, my mind and body are always going to be productive. And I'm going to use the skills and ability God gave me to the best of my ability. And where I don't have abilities, I'm going to do my best to learn a new craft. I don't believe age is a handicap. It's a strength and a precious asset. I don't believe technology is beyond my ability to understand it and use it as an effective tool. Yet, I need to be patient because it'll take some time. What content will this channel cover? Let me quote Colossians 3:23. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as though you were working for the Lord and not for man. I want to do God justice and honor Him and glorify Him. I will endeavor to honor God in every picture, video, and written word. The journey I am sharing is my God-chasing story. The areas I will cover are stories and testimonies of the people and places I meet and the travels I make. Lessons learned, the wisdom from my mistakes and testimonies of the people I meet. I will share how much of my struggle in photography and videography and writing might help others to know they're not alone in their struggle. I have a lot of practical skills, like I said, master of none of them, and we've been building and doing everything around our home for a long time. So I'll do some woodworking and do-it-yourself subjects as we work around the house. And we're back to the basics, people. The way our ancestors, or at least our grandparents, did things. Like gardening, taking care of and supplying our own food that's healthy and hasn't been treated with glyphosate and other harmful chemicals. So we'll cover gardening and then how to harvest the garden and then preserve it with freeze drying, pressure cooking, canning, drying, etc. And in that, we'll probably cover some health and welfare issues like growing mushrooms and using mushrooms as medicine as much as culinary purposes. So, that's what I'm about. This channel is going to be all about living life to the fullest, about chasing God. So, come and join me. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Red roses too. I'll watch them bloom for me and you when I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white. in the blessed day.
Another completely clear day.